So hopefully y'all was able to catch my last video when I did like a living room home decor look. It was super cute. Y'all should definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. But I was trying to get, oh my God, my hair is a mess, y'all. I did these mini twists on me and I'm like, I'm ready to take them down. But anyway, so I wanted to come on here and like chit chat with y'all because I feel like this past week has been a whirlwind of events. It's been a lot going on. Like it really has. Like I've been like in the bed for like the last couple of days because I was like, wow, I cannot believe this is really happening to me. Everything's literally just hitting me back to back. But hey, I decided to get up, put some clothes on, take myself out today, because I'm tired of being in the bed, tired of being in the house, and I feel like, you know, if I need to get up. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to get up. I can't mope about this over and over and over again, and I don't need to hold myself hostage in the house. I need to get up and get out. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, y'all, so I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all real quick. So let me give y'all another kind of talking, getting to know stage, because it really didn't make it to an official date. And so I was talking to this guy, not even 2 weeks. It is so crazy how 1 week, 1 full week, you get the best version of a person. By week 2, that version is like in the gutter, in the garbage disposal. It's a mess. And this person actually, we kind of got to know each other just a little bit at Dunkin' Donuts. He actually introduced himself to me while I was getting food and he was just getting off work. So y'all probably can only imagine what occupation he was if he was just getting off work and he was getting some breakfast. I'm just gonna leave that there. So I was like, okay, dang. I was like, this is the old-fashioned way. I said, for you to introduce yourself while I'm getting breakfast and kind of tell me like a little bit about yourself or whatever. I said, okay, this might be worth might be worth a little something. It might not be a bunch of garbage. Child, so I like to know all the facts. I hit people with the heavy hitting questions like it's an interview, because I'm like, I don't want to get to know you. I'm sorry, y'all. My dogs are walking across the floor. But I'm going to ask, like, a lot of questions. I got, like, almost 100 questions now. I don't ask them all in a week, but I usually ask about, like, his morals, the expectations of a relationship. I ask about parents, family dynamics. I ask about finances. When I say I don't ask them favorite color questions. Who do you have any siblings? Now I will throw them in there, but for the most part, it's my heavy hitting questions like we in an interview. And people be telling me like, Taylor, ain't nobody want to get to know you if you asking them kind of questions early on. I said, I need to know because I don't want to be talking to somebody or dating. Talking to somebody for 2 weeks, dating somebody for a month, and then by month 2, I find out that they just a bunch of crap. I don't want to even deal with that at all. So go ahead and spare me now by telling me every nitty gritty. And I hate like when you throw these questions onto a person. I had one guy to tell me, oh, you testing me, ain't it? You testing me, ain't it? And I said, it's not really a test. I just want you to be honest. I was like, I want you to be honest with your responses. I don't want to be up here and you giving me responses that I want to hear. And that's what I found out. I found out real quick that he was just giving me what I want to hear. And I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I cut that off real quick. And he was like, what you mean? This is how I am. I said, no. I said, because the other day I remember how you responded and this is exactly what you said. And I sent him a screenshot of what he had said 3 days ago. And then it kind of, how he answered my follow-up question like 3 days later was different from, it's like it didn't correlate. So I usually do part 1 and part B, and I give it some time before I ask part B to that part 1 question. So I was like, these two don't line up. I said, the other day you had said this. I said, this, how you responded to this doesn't align up to this. I said, if you recall, this was my question. I said, all I did was really rephrase or elaborate on that same question, and I gave you some examples. I said, so clearly you gave me an answer that I wanted to hear. No. Okay. And I blocked that number, and that was the end of that story. Because I was like, you ain't going to be able to, I ain't got time. But anyway, let me get back to the story. So when I say he checked all the boxes, he was really smart, though. He was very smart. He knew how to get around a lot of questions. And he would ask me the same questions. And these questions, I can answer them myself. So it's not like I'm giving somebody a list of questions and I can't answer it myself, or I haven't already done the work or already know like what I want. So when I say he answered part A and part B, it's like he was like remembering the questions, or he was writing the questions down, because it's like he knew I was going to have a part B or C to these questions. So by the end of the week, I was like, hey, you want to get together for like, this wasn't like a date. So I don't go on dates really quickly anymore. I do like preliminary dates. So like, I want to kind of know like how you are, like at a park or at a coffee shop. I like those kind of dates before we have an official date. So I'd be like, hey, with these preliminary dates, I initiate them so they know like I'm interested. So I'd be like, hey, do you mind like do you have time to get a cup of coffee? Do you have time to go to the park? I kind of just want to walk around, do like, maybe we can do bike riding or something like that. Something real basic before we have like a dinner date or an actual activity date. And he was like, yeah, sure, we can do both actually if you want to. And then these can be like part of our dates or whatever. Like we can just go into it and get to know each other a little bit more instead of just being, texting back and forth. Y'all, I kid you not. This man tried to get me some coffee it was like a little coffee shop in Carterville. And he could not afford $4 coffee. He pulled out 3 cards and they all would not go through. And he thought I didn't notice it. So it's like you know how people like be standing at their cards and starting to be like, oh, another one, and then, pull that one, pull that one. So that's what he was doing. So I was behind him. I wasn't side by side with him. And I was like, you okay? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't know why this card is messing up. I've been having these issues with this one card for the longest. And I got money. Child, I peeked over his shoulder and he had to open up his phone to his Cash app or whatever. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work. But I didn't just walk off, because I would have, lately I just been like, you know what, I'm not really feeling this. I was like, it was nice knowing you, but no thank you. Y'all, I've been really bad lately. So that was that. So I was like, okay, let me not shoot him down immediately. Things happen. So kept talking to him. The coffee thing was good. Conversations going good. Blase, cool. We actually didn't even end up going to to the park. We were supposed to, but we didn't. I was like, I really want to get back home to my fur babies. I actually have a scheduled appointment for them later, so let me go ahead and get them home so I can let them out, because my appointment is like in the next 3 hours. I want to make sure they're taken care of. Cool. So the next time we got together was like literally towards the end of the week, because that was like I want to say that was like a Thursday, Friday coffee thing. So I was like, okay, cool. So we got together and we had plans on going to the movies, but I wasn't feeling it. I really didn't feel like, something just told me like, Taylor, just sit this one out. You really just want to be in the house, in the comfort of your home, just relaxing, chilling with your fur babies, and you got your glass of wine, and you just watch Good Doctor and just keep watching episodes through or whatever. And so I was like, hey, I texted him, I was like, hey, I'm not really feeling it today. I really don't want to go to the movies. Can we like do something tomorrow maybe? And he was like, yeah, sure. You know, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So we got together, Sunday. I think it was Sunday. One of these. This story is a while ago, but we got together on a Sunday, and however, I don't know how so we got together at like 2 o'clock, and he was like, do you want to go to the movies, or do you want to kind of like chill at my apartment? We can do like a movie day in. He was like, I don't want you to come when it gets dark. I want you to come like early in the morning, or like that right at 11, 12 o'clock ordeal. He was like, I don't want you thinking like I'm trying to like do anything with you. Like, I know like you're a homebody and I'm a homebody, and he like recorded his apartment. He's like, I promise I'm not up to nothing. I'm not trying to do nothing. And I was like, no. But I ended up going. I ended up going like at 11:40-ish, right before noon. And I saw his cars. He talked about his cars. I had already scoped out the area, and then like one of my good friends has my location. So if anything went down, like she got my location. So I know, not the best idea, but I was okay. It's in the morning. What really could, anything can happen, but at the same time, it's in the morning. And then like he's in apartments. Like I know how to. But anyway, I was like, if I feel uncomfortable, like the slightest, I know how to go for the door. So that was that. Y'all, got to the apartment. I've been in that area before, so I already knew where he lived when he told me the name of the apartments. I had already been over there before. It's ghetto. Because I used to talk to somebody else that lived in them same apartments. And that didn't last long. So I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be here long. So I had already set it up. I told my friend to call me in 15 minutes to check on me. I said, then call me again within like 15, 20 minutes after you called me from that previous call, just to say whatever, or just, keep texting me, make sure I'm still in contact or whatever. So I went, everything was cool. Came outside, told me to come in, walk me in. He gave me like a little tour of his apartment. He talked about his projector. He already had the movie together. Oh, let me rewind. So food for the movie. So he was like, I get the pizza and you get the wings and the 2-liter drink. Now, y'all, if that's not another red flag, that's another red flag. Y'all, he was gonna get the pizza and I was gonna get the wings, and he said a 10-piece wing. So he said get a 10-piece wing and get a 2-liter drink. Instantly in my mind, I said, you don't got no drinks in your fridge? Why you want me to pick up a 2-liter drink? The heck? And I was like, why you want me to get the wings too? You couldn't get all of it? I mean, I don't mind bringing something to our dinner thing or our movie little get together, movie date. I said, but why am I getting the wings and you just getting the pizza? But okay, cool. because I got some real inexpensive wings. Because I was like, I wasn't really feeling it going in. So I was like, shoot, if I have to leave them wings there plus the drink, hey, anywho. And I already had a case of drinks at my house, so I just brought them. Trying to save some money. Because I was like, I'm really not feeling this. Because I was going to cancel before I even was really going to go. So got there, and I kid y'all not, think about so he got the pizza. So y'all can, if y'all read in my face, y'all already know what kind of pizza that man bought. Yes, the budget pizza, Little Caesars. And it was, I don't even know what kind of pizza it was. I was turned off. I was like, damn. Oh, excuse me. I was like, dang. You couldn't even get Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Papa Murphy. Little Caesars. I was like, I haven't had that pizza in I don't know how long. I was like, if I go to Little Caesars, it's to get those puff bites. I would have gave him some credit if he would have got a bunch of the puff bites and maybe those oven baked chicken wings, because they actually fire. They actually pretty fire. Them oven baked chicken wings and them puffs, they are fire. But when I saw the box and the color, I was like, this man, you talked all that shebang bang about how much money you got and how you make good money and how women took advantage of you because you nice and you got money and because you got 2 cars. Dude, just because you got 2 cars don't mean you got money. That means you just spend your money on cars. But anyway, so yeah. So I was turned off. So I told my friend, I said, call me in 15 minutes so I can run up out of here. I said, because I'm completely turned off. And then here's another red flag. I went to, because my drinks were hot. I didn't put them in the fridge before I got there. So I put them in his fridge. If you look in my face, you already know what I'm about to say. Did I open his main refrigerator? He didn't have a stick of butter, milk. He didn't have nothing in his refrigerator. Nothing. The refrigerator was so freaking clean, I could probably lick the inside of the refrigerator. That's how clean it was. When I told my sister, I text my sister, I said, from 15 minutes, let's make it down to 10 minutes. Call me in 10 minutes. Child, and this all happened. We wasn't even able to really sit down and watch the movie. Now his living room was clean. His bedroom, I peeped from like the corner. You know how you stand outside the door, you peep your head around the corner. That's what I did. And I was like, okay, it's clean. The kitchen was nasty. He had like it was dark in the kitchen, like the light didn't work. It was something sitting on top of the stove, but I made sure to go straight to that fridge. And his pantry was empty, y'all. He didn't even have he did not have a box of cereal. He didn't have no pasta, no spaghetti sauce, no nothing. And I remember when I asked him about cooking, he was like, oh, I love to cook. I cook all the time. Child, please. And I am so glad, like, part of me is glad that I went ahead and did this little movie get together, because I probably would not have came to his apartment until like a month in, and I would have saw this and I would have wasted my time. But why? Man, like, why were you that comfortable to allow me to come over and you don't have no food in your fridge or your pantry? Come on now. Are we for real? And you talked all that mess about your finances and talked about how you was in such a good predicament. Child, no. No. Could have fooled me. Y'all. Ooh, I look like a little kid right there. Let me take them down. I look better with it to the side. But y'all, When I say I was so like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. I text my friend, you know how I told her 10 minutes? Call me in 7 minutes and come up with a lie and talk about how I gotta run up out of here. Like, you need to be loud on the phone because I'm gonna have the volume up so he can hear like you in the background hollering. When I say that was the longest 7 to 8 minutes of my life, of my life. Oh my God, I was so ready to get up out of there. I was like, and then it makes me think, even though he had scrubs on, it makes me think like, you probably wasn't a nurse. You up here talking about something, you a registered nurse and you got money and you live within a certain means, and because you like cars, so you got 2 cars and you about to go buy a house. Child, I'm so glad when I say I was so glad I got up out of there. And as soon as my sister called, I was like, girl, are you okay? What's wrong? She, I'm so... When I say I ran up out of there, I literally, I ran up out of there. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. I'm so sorry. And I flew up out of there. And as soon as I got to my car, cranked that bell, and I was gone. And literally, while I was speeding up out of that apartment complex, I deleted the number, I blocked the number, and I'm like, oh no, he ain't gonna hear from me again. What the world? Y'all, these folks be playing. These folks be playing. Part of me hates that I actually went over there because it was so early on, but I'm glad I did, because when I was able to realize what kind of person he was just by going to his apartment, looking at how he lives and looking at his refrigerator. Like, that told it all. That's all I needed to know. I didn't care about nothing else. So I'm glad like I didn't wait like months, because I would have been like, what if I really fell for him and we had been dating for like months? And this is just my take. People ain't gonna agree with it, and I really don't care. But what if I would have been dating him for months? But I guess it would have, but he was so smart. Like, he knew how to answer my questions. He knew what to say. And men like that is scary, like very scary. So I feel like even with me talking to him for a month, I would have just fell for the words and his actions. Because even when we went out for coffee, I guess that was the telltale sign right there. But still, like, even like when he played it off, he still played it off really good, y'all. So I guess it would have eventually caught up, but it's like, I need to know right now. When I say I be wanting to know stuff so quick, I do not want to wait. I don't know what happened right there, but anyway, I guess I chipped the paint. I saw that in my camera, y'all. I'm sorry. I be seeing stuff and I be like, what the heck? But anyway, I'm glad like I saw that early on, because I would have been so mad if I would have been talking to that dude or dating that dude for 2 months, and then I finally go over to his place and then I'm like, what the heck? I would have been pissed. I've been like, you really led me on, like, even with your actions, because he even sent me, I forgot to tell y'all, he sent me flowers because I told him where I work at. I just told him, like, I didn't give him the address, but I told him, like, I work at one of the schools. That man sent flowers to the school, and the office manager called me. He's like, Taylor, you got flowers here. Did they mean to send them here? They were so cute. And he did that, and that was all in 1 week. And I didn't even tell him I like flowers. He just did it. I told him, oh, I work at this school. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Because he wanted to know, because I told him I was a teacher. So he sent flowers to the school, and I was like, this is embarrassing. And like the office manager's like, okay, you got flowers being sent here? Oh man, oh wow, what you got going on? I was like, oh my God, everybody in my business, because you know I don't like that. But I was not expecting him to send me flowers to my job. Like, that was bold. But I was like, shit, he applying pressure, ain't it? But yeah, but y'all better go to, don't, if you feel uncomfortable going to somebody's house, don't do it. But going to somebody's place is going to tell you everything you need to know, because these men and these women are getting really smart with these questions. Some of them know how to answer these questions really good, and they will play you in your face. Y'all better read into everything that these people do, because they will play you. Especially if they feel like you nice, they're going to play you. But y'all, that's all I wanted to share. Y'all just marinate on what I just dropped on y'all, because I know it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot for me. So with me telling you this story, I know it was a lot. So think about it, marinate on it, and drop your comments down below. Was I right? Was I wrong? Was I moving too fast? Like, y'all tell me what y'all think. Because I like y'all feedback. So you tell me what y'all think. Because I'm like, when I say I be wanting to know everything, I want to know everything in 2 weeks max. Because I do not want to go on a date with you and I don't know everything, and if you're not being honest about everything. And that's just me. Because I'm not about to waste no more of my time, because I'm not about to do it. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I will catch you on the next video that I drop, and hopefully y'all can join us. My babes already know to keep on coming, so keep on coming. And my new babies, please come as well, because this journey is definitely a roller coaster, and I just be dropping all kinds of stuff, and I keep y'all in the loop. So I love y'all, and I catch y'all on the next video. Especially about that bitch. Check out. I can't.